Yeah, I'm at another permission. It's the neighbor's house. The one I was at this morning didn't really pan out too well. But I think if I go back on a day when it's not nearly as dry, I might have better luck. But I got a good signal on this one. It was faint, kind of deep. See if we can find it together here. I found an Indian pretty close to here, not too long ago, so have to see what happens here. Oh, got an old piece of lead. And I did give it a little kiss right there. Oops, sorry guys. Just an old piece of lead. But it's old. It's got that nice old white patina to it, so I find quite a bit of lead and bullets and whatnot in this yard and the yard right directly next door. So, but I'll take it, put it with the rest of my lead. On to the next. See, I got a pretty nice signal. It's more of an Indian signal, but I'm hoping. This is real close to where I found one. Let's dig it. Let's dig it. See what happens. Ooh. Oh, I see it right here. Yeah, it doesn't look very green. Let me get out of the light. Can you guys see it? I'm sure you can. It's right there. See it right there? Oh, I'm in the shadow. Right there. What do we got here? Ha! It's a zinking. Alright, moving on. Alright, I got 89, 90. 89, 90. Whew, killer signal. It's probably going to be one of these little aluminum pop-out things that I seem to keep digging. And we're going to find out. There used to be an in-ground pool years and years ago right here, so I don't know if it, I don't really know what those aluminum things are, but I've dug, oh, probably 40 or 50 of them, and they're right about in that. Yeah, this is pretty shallow, so I'll be surprised if it's anything worth anything. Oops. Did I do miss it? It appears so. Missed it entirely. So there it is, one of those things. Just like I said, I have no idea what those are, what they're coming from. I usually just get that much of it. But it sounds wonderful. Gotta dig it. Most of them sound 91 right on the money. This one was a little different because it's got this thing here. Most of them are just, like I said, about like that. But, yep, moving on. Alright, you guys are looking at it. I haven't even looked at it yet. Looks kind of old. It's probably just a nickel. But before I go any further, I thought I'd cut the camera on because I've been digging quite a bit of junk and nobody wants to see that, but I got this. I think you can see it there. Be great if it was a buff. Oh, it's not. It's a Jefferson. What's up, Jeff? It's a Jeffy. Man, it was given kind of a high tone though. It was clear up in the 50s, 58 even. So I suspect it's probably an older one. see if we can get it. Yeah. 1964. Of course it's 1964. Why wouldn't it be? Alright, moving on. We got more in the hole. What do we have here? Probably a memorial. Oh, of course it's a memorial. Because that's what I dig, is memorials. All day, every day. Probably an older one. Yep. Not nearly as old as the nickel. 1982. I was a year old. Awesome. Alright, that's enough. Come over here, got an old walnut tree here. That's not terribly old, but it's got the ground heaved up quite a bit. There's also a well, old well right here. This particular house is on a map of 1890 that I have. But got this hole going right here. It was bouncy. I had good solid 34, 40, which normally I wouldn't dig. But I've been kind of trying to work on my mid-tones, kind of get better at those. And but I would turn on it and it would jump down to like 21, but it would be solid, somewhat solid. Well, I just pulled this out. And it's heavy. I haven't really looked at it close enough yet to tell if there's any sort of a maker's mark or anything inside of it, but it does have some initials on it here. You can see that. But the initials, man, not wanting to focus very well. It says CFD. Thanks. Alright guys, same place. I got that gold ring right over here. Kind of went up here along by the house, turned my sensitivity down a little bit, went around the well, you know, with that big piece of steel and metal and stuff laying around. Come back over here. There used to be an old shed right here, but there's a bunch of chicken wire in the ground, so it kind of makes it hard. But there used to be a big brush pile here. There was a big pile of sticks. Dug that hole. And here's the interesting part. Yesterday, when I stopped over here, I was just kind of looking around. The gentleman pulled in, kind of was a little bit irritated that I was here. He introduced himself. It happened to be the lady who gave me permission's brother. As soon as he realized that I had gotten permission, of course, he was perfectly fine with it. We started talking. He seems to be somewhat interested in metal detecting. Said that he might let me show him sometime how to use one, since I've got a backup. But the cool part is, he told me that he thought about getting into metal detecting years ago because he lost a ring, had 3 diamonds in it, and he said he couldn't remember if it was tungsten or titanium. Like I said, I've been digging the mid-tones. Three diamonds, titanium. I got his ring, and I cannot wait to give it back to him. So yeah, awesome. I'm on it today. Let's keep going. That's gonna be it for this hunt, guys. After digging that ring, I was a little bit distracted by the idea of being able to give him his wedding ring back after 14 years. So I figured it was a good time to go ahead and call it a day and see if I could get a hold of him. Hope you enjoyed the video. I invite you to hit that subscribe button. Chances are you'll probably enjoy the next one. Other than that, I guess we'll see you on the next hunt. Take care, guys.